one really cool thing nowadays is leveraging other people's money. So this means Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about this a lot in his books. Just using other people's capital kind of start your businesses. And I've been really thinking about this lately. And I've been noticing that a lot of companies are actually doing it. Like even in the restaurant business, other people you're leveraging other people's money. So actually recently I went to Waffle House. I don't know if anyone really knows Waffle House, but basically it's a restaurant chain that they make very good waffles and they're open 24 hours. So when we went in there, we ordered a to-go order. We paid up front. They leveraged our money, so they had that capital straight from the start, and then you had to wait for an extended period of time before you got your reward back from it. You know, you were guaranteed to have your money because it's a very popular restaurant chain. Um, but they leveraged your money straight from the start. You know, if you would have said, no, I don't want to pay till my to-go order came, and we actually ended up waiting a while for our food to come out, which kind of made us a little upset. But they've already leveraged our money. We already paid for something that we didn't receive yet. So that's one way of just leveraging other people's money in business. And I was thinking about this actually for a clothing design. I'm trying to design a designer type clothing apparel, and I want to put it on pre-order. So basically, it's kind of a weird situation, but I would essentially create a landing page. Another topic that I want to talk in this video too is actually price, and I think price is not determined by demand nowadays. I think price is only determined by value, what people value, they think they're gonna get from it, and what they actually get from it. Those two categories determine how much you can price it, because the more you price it, the more people are gonna actually take the steps and take the actions that they need to get something out of it, if it's valuable information first off. So I think that's really important. So I'm gonna give perceived value or actual value. Well, I'm gonna give perceived value. I'll give value when the product launches, but I'm gonna create a pre-order page, get people incentive to buy it by having the price cheaper, and creating. It's gonna look like an undervalued product, so it's gonna attract more attention from my customers, and I'm hoping to get at least 1,000 sales, and then at that point I will find the best manufacturer, the best designer, and just someone that knows the industry very well, that can keep producing sales even when the final numbers start coming out. And I think this is going to be a huge step in my life. I'm ready to take this risk, and if there's almost no risk, well, there is actually a certain amount of risk, but basically with this I would create the landing page, so I'd have to pay for the investment of the website. I would have to put my time in there to make the actual make the page for it, and make the product, the graphic design of it. Then three, I would have to produce the actual clothing when the deadline is near, or on the process of the deadline. But this would also help me determine how many sales I'm going to have. If it's a viable product, it's just going to be a lean startup. The most risk that I could lose with this investment, well, I would have to refund all of their money back, plus whatever, I guess I would be using PayPal, so whatever that percentage that I would owe out of my percentage of sales. So I guess that could be a factor. If it adds up to a lot of money and a lot of sales, and I have to refund a lot of money, then it could definitely add up to a lot. But the most amount of money I could lose would be basically the money I received, and the money I paid for the website, and the stock art, and just all the time into it. But I think there's a lot of potential too. You can see if the market is viable, if it's going to be if it's a good investment of your time. You can see how many potential customers you can have. It's like a good step to start a business. You can understand what parts are going good, what parts are going bad, and it's just, I'll let you know more about the progress, but it's just something I'm going to start in the next couple of days. I'm going to have to take massive action. It's going to be very scary, but I will definitely do it.